Okay, this is completing 7.3, the homework page, pages 373 and 374. It's translating phrases into mathematical expressions. So algebraic expressions are what we're ending up with. These are word expressions. These are algebraic expressions. Remember this less than, how it's trampoline to the end, p minus 13. Okay, this phrase, sum of, and I need to go over this in class, x and 9, x plus 9. Sum is an addition word. 6 more than, so that's 6 plus the difference of b and 5. So this is b minus 5. Okay, and because it says the difference of, I have to put it in parentheses. When you see this phrase, difference of, sum of, it should be in parentheses because that needs to be done first. The sum of 15 and the product of, notice that says the product of 5v. So that's the product of, finding the sum of 15 plus 5v. So notice the sum of 15 plus the product of 5 and v. So I have this phrase, the difference of 2 and what? The product of 3 and k, which can be written as 3k. Now this one has to be 2 minus 3k. This one can switch and be 5v plus 15. Adding is commutative. Subtracting is not. That's a whole nother word. 12 divided by. So 12 divided by, well, divided by what? The sum of, when I see that phrase, the sum of h plus 2. The quotient of, quotient, if you remember, is a division word. I have to keep the order the same. The quotient of m and 7. 9 more than, so that's plus, well, 9 more than what? 2 multiplied by f. I could put this like this. I could say 9 plus 2f. 6 minus the difference of, so 6 minus what? The difference of x and 3. So x and 3 is preceded by difference. So x and 3 needs to be in parentheses. So I do this first, then subtract that from 6. 10 less than, there it is. Less than, that means this gets trampoline to the end. 10 less than what? The quotient of g and 3. Quotient is division. Well, then I have to subtract my 10. So this is 10 less than the quotient of g and 3. The sum of 4 multiplied by a, so 4 times a. Here's your and, sum of and plus 5 multiplied by b. The sum of 4 multiplied by a, so there's one side, 4 multiplied by a, and 5 multiplied by b. I could write this as 4a plus 5b also. 14 more than the difference of, so there's that phrase, difference of r minus s. When I see this difference of, quotient of, product of, okay, I want to separate those. Let h represent Mark's height in inches. So here's Mark. He's 8 inches tall. Suzanne is 7 inches shorter. So here's Suzanne. She's 7 inches shorter. That expresses Suzanne's height in inches. So Suzanne equals, well, if I took Mark, it would be his height minus 7. Suzanne equals Mark's height minus 7, because I would take Mark. If Mark was 60, she would be 53. 60 minus 53. A company rents bicycles for a fee of $10 plus $4 per hour. So we have $10 plus what? Well, the total cost in dollars for renting a bicycle in H hours. So it's 10, 4 times every hour. So this $4 for 1 hour, it would be 10 plus 4, 4 times 1 is 14. 10 plus 4 times 2 for 2 hours, that'd be 18. Later, we'll learn to substitute and find a value there. Skip that. Go to the back. Page 374. The female lion at the zoo weighs 190 pounds, more than the cheetah. So let C represent the weight of the cheetah. So here's the lion. It weighs plus 190. Here's the cheetah, tinier. Okay, plus 190 compared to that. Write an expression that gives the weight in pounds of the lion. So the lion equals the cheetah plus 190. So I would take the weight of the cheetah and add 190 to it, and that would tell me the weight of the lion. So tickets at the play cost $8 each. Write an expression that gives the ticket cost in dollars for a group of G girls and B boys. So it doesn't say if there's a price difference for boys and girls. So the ticket cost, write an expression that gives the ticket cost. So the cost equals, well, it's $8 for every girl, 8 times the girls, plus $8 times every boy. So if there's 5 girls that go, I would take 5 girls times $8, 4 boys times $8, and that would be my total cost. A bottle of cranberry juice contains 32 ounces of fluid that costs $2.56. What is the unit rate? So remember, 32 ounces over $2.56. I would actually do this the other way and say dollars per ounce for one, because they want to know the cost, the unit rate for 1 ounce. So now I can cross multiply and divide. I can cross multiply and divide 2.56 times 1 divided by 32, and it comes out to 0.08. So it's 8 cents per ounce. Okay. There are 32 peanuts in a bag. Ellison takes 25% of the peanuts from the bag. Then Zaire takes 50% of the remaining peanuts. How many are left? So let's figure this out first. So we've got 25% of 32. How many is that? So we're going to set it up. This is a percentage. 25 times 32 divided by 100. That's 8 peanuts. Okay, so he took those out. So now I have to do 32 minus 8. There are 24 left. So now I've got 24 left so far. Step 1. But now Zaire took 50% of these. So there are now 24 left. I'm finding 50% of 24. Cross multiply and divide. He took 12. So now 24 minus 12, there are 12 left in the bag. So step 1 was find 25%. Step 2, find 50% of what's left. Step 3, subtract the 50%, and that'll tell you how many are left. Hank earns $12 per hour for babysitting. How much does he earn for 15 hours? So $12 for 1 hour, 15 hours. Cross multiply and divide. 12 times 15 divided by 1. Take my calculator. 12 times 15 divided by 1. $180. So he earns $180 for 15 hours. And lastly, write an expression using exponents that can represent the area of the figure in centimeters. So if I had the full thing right here, without this 2 being cut out, it would be 7 times 7, or 7 squared. But I have to minus from this 7 squared, this little piece right here, which is 2 squared, because it's a 2 by 2. 7 squared minus 2 squared. Okay, now that is the end of this section.